Who is the star of your movie? Who is the captain of your ship? Who is the pilot of your airplane? Okay, is it you or is it one of the passengers in the back, like most guys? Most guys are not in charge of their own lives these days. It's pathetic. It's sad. They're letting the outside world dictate who they are, what they can say, what they can do, what they can even think. They're allowing the outside world, a bunch of strangers they don't even know, dictate the rhythm of their lives, dictate who they are, who they become in life, how they act in the world. They're letting everyone else out there tell them how to live their lives versus living their lives exactly the way that they want to live it. Sad, okay? Sad. So ask yourself, who is the star of your movie? This is an analogy that I use in a lot of my coaching videos, guys, because I'm really trying to bang this into your heads, that I want you to become the star of your movie. Stop letting the outside world, okay, all these strangers who should be extras in your movie, right? They should just be extras, background noise. Okay, like when you watch a movie, you see the two main actors talking on the screen, like in the front of the front center of the camera, front of the shot, and then you see all those pedestrians in the background. You see the joggers, the dog walkers, just people walking by and stuff like that. They have no speaking lines. They're just basically nobody in the film. For most guys, those people are taking over their movie, and they're just coming up, photobombing, and taking over the movie. Okay? To the point where the guy, might be you, is no longer the star of your own film. That's insane. Okay? That is insane. And I'm tired of seeing you guys let other people out there beta-tize you and dictate how you live your life. Dictate who you are. Dictate the thoughts in your head. Dictate what you like. Dictate what you don't like. This is why I'm against collectivism. This is why I'm against hive mentality, groupthink. I'm against all that shit. Okay? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. The majority adopt a set of values, a set of beliefs. You can bet your ass they're going in the wrong direction. Okay? You can bet your ass they're wrong. I pride myself on being an individual. Okay? Having my own unique individual thoughts, ideas, beliefs, okay, and being exactly who I am. Okay? And believe me, when you do that, okay, when you do that, just by default, you are going to go against the tide. You are going to go against the majority. And guess what? You are going to be called out by the majority every so often. The more you step away from the majority, the more they're going to call you out, because they're going to try to pull you into their groupthink. They're going to try to pull you into that hive mentality, that mob mentality, okay? Because the way I look at it, the majority is a mob. They're taking their orders from the mainstream media. Period. Okay? And I've told you guys over and over, as a red pill man, the mainstream media is the biggest enemy of civilization today. Okay? The mainstream media is the biggest enemy that you will ever have in your life. The mainstream media does not want you to be happy. They do not want you to feel fulfilled. They do not want you to feel content. No, the mainstream media's job, I'm talking about the news, right? Their job is to keep you feeling angry, to keep you feeling oppressed, feeling like a victim, feeling like somebody's put their foot over your head and is keeping you down in life, as opposed to making you take responsibility for your own decisions in life, make you take accountability, right? This is why I don't watch mainstream news. I don't. I mean, the whole thing with the virus that happened, right? I didn't even know it was happening until like at least a couple of months after it was already big news, because I just don't watch the news. It took a number of people telling me over and over. Then I started to see the changes, the behavioral changes in people, in society. Then I started to realize, oh, something's going on. The mainstream news, the mainstream media is not your friend. Okay? They are there to dictate how you feel, tell you how you feel, tell you how you should feel about certain topics, certain ideas, certain movements, right? They don't want you to think for yourself. That's the last thing they want. Do you think the mainstream media wants you thinking for yourself? Are you insane? No. Their whole shtick is to control you, right? And the way that they control you is by keeping you angry, by keeping you feeling like you're a victim, you're oppressed, the man is out to get you, you'll never make it in this world. That's their job. Because imagine if the mainstream media actually did their jobs and reported on people being happy, reported on good news for a change, instead of all the violence in the streets, mass shootings, all the like looting and all that. Instead, what if they reported on positive shit, right? Like, hey, you know, look at this. Virus numbers are going down. Look at this. More people are bonding together. Look at this. People are happier than ever. People are thinking for themselves, and people are feeling more fulfilled than ever. Of course they wouldn't want to spread that, because if that were to ever happen and you had a society of people out there who are happy and content, guess what? They wouldn't need the mainstream media, would they? They wouldn't need to watch the news anymore. Instead, the news, they'd all go bankrupt. All these major news corporations, CNN, MSNBC, all these late night talk show hosts, their ratings would just plummet overnight. But their whole shtick is to, again, keep you angry, keep you feeling oppressed, keep making everything about your skin color. You didn't get extra mustard on your hot dog. It's because your skin color, bro. It's because your skin color, right? The reason why you didn't get that relish on your hot dog, they gave this other person extra onions, is because they're Mexican and you're Chinese. Right? You didn't know that? You didn't know? That's a big thing, right? They're constantly like making everything about skin color. And I mean, thank God people are starting to see it, because I read some of these comments and people are just getting annoyed. They're like, golly, man, everything has to be about skin color? Like, it's getting sickening, right? It's getting sickening. It's like, dude, are you serious? Like, these are the mainstream media are the biggest race hustlers in the world. I call them race hustlers because that's what they do. That's all they do, is they hustle race. They hustle identity politics. You're oppressed because you're race. If it's not your race, it's your sexual preference. It's because you're gay. It's because you're lesbian. It's because of this. It's because of that. Putting you in the mindset that you are a victim. You are being oppressed by the man. And it's like, you know what? At the end of the day, the only person who could victimize you and oppress you is you. Okay? That's it. That's it. Everybody has certain privileges, right? If you're white, yeah, I hate to tell you, there are some privileges to being white. If you're black, hate to tell you, there are some privileges to being black. Okay? If you're Asian, hate to tell you, there are some privileges to being Asian. Doesn't matter what race, there's always going to be a privilege. Today's society, today's like political climate, there are plenty of advantages to being gay, right? People will kick open the doors for you. Everybody has privilege in their own way. You want to break it down to male and female? Sure. Females, do they have privilege? Absolutely, right? Do they get stuff for free, especially if they're hot? Do they get thousands of beta orbiters liking their photos and dropping comments on social media? Absolutely, right? They have their privilege. What about us as guys? Do we get privilege? Yeah, we get privilege. We get to keep our social value for 3 times longer, if not the rest of our lives, whereas women don't get to keep their social value that long, right? Their social value pretty much ends once they lose their physical attractiveness, once they lose their youth, their looks, which generally is before age 30, right? Everybody's got privilege. I tell you, right? Everybody has got privilege. Like I said in the beginning, you have to figure out who the star of your movie is. Okay? And if you do want to be the star of your own movie, and you want to stop letting the outside world dictate how you live your movie, how your movie plays out, what kind of movie you're living, guess what? You have to take control of it. Okay? You have to grab life by the balls. Okay? You have to grab life by the balls. You have to stop thinking so much sometimes. You got to forget your head and grab your balls, as Michael Douglas said in my favorite movie, Black Rain, 1989. Sometimes you got to forget your head and grab your balls. Okay, don't think so much. Instead, focus on doing. Stop thinking, focus on doing, getting things done, taking control of your ship, being the captain of your ship. Stop being a deckhand. Pilot your airplane, for Pete's sake, right? Pilot your airplane. Stop worrying about what all the passengers are doing in the back. Stop worrying about what your co-pilots are doing. Okay? It's your airplane. You fly it the way you want. Okay? This is your movie. And you know what? The thing about your movie, your life movie, let me tell you this, son. Okay? There's not going to be a sequel. Hate to tell you. There's no sequel to your movie. As good as it is, or as bad as it is, none of us are going to get a sequel. You have one shot to make this movie great. So make it great. Okay? Make it great. Nobody out there is going to give two shits about how your movie ends. Okay? Nobody is going to give two shits about how it ends. All they want to do is control how it plays out. Okay? And that's one thing I refuse. I refuse to let anybody enter my movie and tell me how it's going to go along. I refuse to let anybody out there, especially strangers, dictate how my movie plays out, how I live my life, what I do with my life. Okay? And you have to be the same. You have to live for you. And you have to be strong enough to live for you. And this is an exercise really in masculinity. This is an exercise in frame control. You should be in control of your own frame. Okay? And your frame should be strong enough that nobody externally can just come on in and take over your frame. Okay? And make you bend left or right, make you bend with the wind. No, your frame should be strong, where you don't bend either way. You don't bend unless you want to bend. It's up to you. Right? Because you're your own individual, unique person. Period. Okay, period. But at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, who is the star of your movie? Okay, is it you or is it somebody else out there? Okay, as you guys know, I teach dating advice. A lot of guys who get into these relationships who have not had any dating education, any pickup training, they get with a girl that they really like. It's usually a girl who's just a little bit hotter than what he's used to getting, a little bit younger than what he's used to getting, a little bit higher value than what he's used to getting, and that guy falls in love with her. He's like constantly in daily fear of losing her, displeasing her, making her unhappy, in fear that some other guy might come along and take her from him. And then it gets to the point where he's no longer living for himself. He's living for her. The girl becomes a star of his movie. And that is something that should never happen. And obviously, if you're learning from my coaching videos, that won't happen to you because you will know better. You will be able to identify once your frame is weakening for a female. Okay? And it happens to all of us. It happens to the best of us. Okay? We hook up with a girl that is just a little bit better, a little bit hotter, a little bit younger, and a little bit higher on the social scale than what we're used to getting. And we tend to make her the center of our universe out of fear. Okay, it's not out of love. Don't mistake that, guys. It's not out of love. It's out of fear. That's the reason why you do that. But if you're learning from me, that's not going to happen to you. Okay? It's not going to happen to you. It hasn't happened to me since 2006. That was the last girl who was able to pull that on me, where she became the star of my movie. Whenever the girl, by the way, becomes the star of your movie, you're doomed. Okay? You're doomed. It's just a matter of time before that girl leaves, cheats, or just flat out, kicks you in the balls and walks away. So this is why you must remain the star of your movie at all times. Okay, at least from a dating perspective. But just from a manly perspective, nobody out there should be able to take control of your ship, of your airplane, of your movie. Okay, you should be the star at all times. You dictate who you are without apology, without needing to filter yourself. You dictate how your life plays out. You dictate where you're going in life, what your plans are, what your aspirations are, and let nobody get in the way. Okay, this is including family and friends. This is including family and friends. You have to do what's right for you. Okay, a lot of people in my own family, in my own social circle, were against me quitting my corporate job to teach guys dating advice, to teach guys pickup. They were all against it, and I don't blame them. I didn't blame them at the time, but I was like, you know what? Hey, That's your opinion, but I got to do what I got to do. I upset a lot of people back then, especially my parents, but I was like, trust me, right? And of course, as you know, things worked out. Did pretty well for myself, right? But it all goes back to the fact that I never let anybody come in and take over the reins in my own life. I never let anybody come in and take over the reins. My frame is way too strong for that, as yours should be. Okay, as yours should be. Even with my dating channel and my alpha channel, I get haters all the time trying to like take me down a notch, saying all sorts of negative, toxic things, trying to pull me out, and like, of course they're trying to get you to quit, right? It's like, dude, are you kidding me? My frame's too strong. It's much stronger than yours. Okay, because the person with a stronger frame always wins. Okay, that's who always wins, is the person with a stronger frame. And this is why nobody can take control of the movie. Nobody can take control of my movie. I am the star of my own movie. As you should be. Okay? As you should be. As I wear this incredible Evel Knievel jacket. The reason why I'm wearing this, by the way, is I just finished a coaching video just now, and I was too lazy to take this off, and it looks so incredible, I decided to keep it on because it kind of makes sense for this video. It's a little over the top. It's a bit larger than life. It's well beyond peacocking. And I like it. I like it. All right, so I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is Matt Cross from AlphaMaleSecrets. Don't forget to smash that like button below. And also hit that notification bell right next to it so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Helps me out a ton when you actually subscribe to my channel. So please make sure you subscribe as well and share my content with other like-minded friends of yours. Okay, so we can really help grow the channel and reach thousands of other men out there who need this type of training. Okay, because there's nobody else out there helping us, guys. You know it. Okay, turn on your television, go to any movie you want. Nobody's helping us, guys. Okay, turn on the news. Nobody's trying to help us as men. They're not trying to empower us, that's for sure. They're trying to disempower us as men. And really, your only outlet is channels like mine to learn from. Okay, and that's not to toot my own horn. I'm just saying, it's true, right? Look around out there. Look around. Okay, so please make sure you're subscribed to my channel as well. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content I'm teaching you even further, the best way to do that is by becoming a premium subscriber of my premium AlphaMaleSecrets channel, which I am hosting on a private platform away from YouTube. And the reason I'm doing that is to protect my premium content from YouTube in the event that they try to shut me down one day, which they very well might. They very well might with everything I'm teaching you guys, okay? But if you're one of my premium subscribers on my premium AlphaMaleSecrets channel, you will never have to worry. My content will never be taken down because I'm on a private platform, a secure, encrypted private platform that I'm paying for. Okay, so they can never take us down. And right now, the first month is only $1 for the entire first month of premium AlphaMaleSecrets content from me. And all you need to do to sign up is just click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.